Namaste. Before following any advice or practices suggested in this video, it is always recommended that you consult with your doctor as to its suitability, especially if you suffer from any health problems or special conditions. Yamajit, John Hollinsby Mayer, and Tridevi Chamunda Mandir cannot accept any responsibility. Hey, and welcome to our Tuesday Satsang broadcast here at Tridevi Chamunda Mandir. I'm Yamajit, and welcome to our broadcast and our program this Tuesday. So this is going to be fairly simple. Do this broadcast in the large Puja area, as we typically do on Tuesdays. So we're going to use the small meditation room tonight. And this really gives an opportunity to show a gentle and simple yin yoga routine that can be done in a small space. So something that you might be able to do, for example, if your apartment or where you live has a small space, or in some other place where there just isn't a lot of room to move around a lot. So we'll do this simple yoga sequence. Then we'll do a singing bowl meditation. And then we'll conclude with a short Kali Puja. So again, namaste and welcome. Hopefully you've gotten your mat and props, any props that you'd like together. If you're still doing that, I'm going to start off with a few announcements. So this coming Friday at 7 p.m., we'll be doing a Yoga Nidra meditation along with our Friday Puja. That particular one is open to in-person. So if you'd like to come to our temple at 1260 South Xavier Street in Denver, Colorado, you'd be most welcome to join us. We'll have a nice socially distanced space in order to practice. Tuesdays we'll be continuing our satsangs, and then beginning the 17th through the 26th is the 9 days of Mother Divine, also known as Maha Navaratri. And to celebrate, we're going to be doing a series of pujas and scriptural recitations. The scripture we'll be reading is the Chandipat, also known as the Devi Mahatmya, or the Durga Shaptasati, which means the 700 verses of Ma Durga. And this scripture is really composed of 3 different stories, and it describes battles between the Divine Mother and demons. And when you look at the translations of the names of the demons in this scripture, they have names like self-conceit, self-deprecation, fickleness, sinful eyes, drunkenness, stupidity. And so what the scripture is really describing is a battle that is constantly happening here and here. It's the struggle against our own inner demons, those thoughts that hold us back from being who we truly are. And so during Navaratri, we're asking the Divine Mother to help in ridding us of those energies. So again, we can express ourselves to our full potential. So these broadcasts will begin at 12 noon Denver time. We'll begin on the 16th with the opening prayers to the scripture. And then we'll be doing on the following days 1 or 2 chapters. On the days that we're doing 2 chapters, I'll actually be doing 2 different broadcasts, one at noon and one at 1 p.m. That way there's a little break between each section. If you'd be interested in a schedule for this or other events, I invite you to email me at my channel and give me an email address that I can send that information to. Also, please feel free to say hello using the chat function at the bottom of the screen. And please hit the subscribe button if you haven't done that yet. Again, namaste and welcome. So, to begin tonight's practice, I invite you to find a comfortable seated position. You may want to have a cushion under your hips, tilts the pelvis a little bit. That allows for a straighter position with a straighter spine. If your knees don't quite reach to the floor, you may want to have cushions or folded blankets under your knee, but just find that comfortable cross-legged position where you can sit for a good deal of time while we meditate. And we're going to begin with a short meditation. So I invite you to find that comfortable position. Close your eyes. And just begin to breathe deeply. Completely filling and emptying the lungs. As you inhale, bringing in harmonious and balanced energy. And as you exhale, use that as an opportunity just to let go of the cares of the day. The thoughts of things that have happened, the things that still need to happen. Just let those go for now. Just focus upon the sensation of the breath as it enters and leaves. Focus too on the sound of the breath. This is the most basic of mantras. I invite you now to focus your breath and your attention on your heart center. Breathing in and out of the heart area. And there, allowing yourselves to silently connect to whatever aspect of the divine you are closest to. Feel the presence of that divine deity within yourself. And if it feels right, you can also visualize the form of that deity standing before you. And I invite you to make a little intention for our practice tonight. It can be as simple as just letting go of the events of the day and preparing for a restful night. Or you can think of some aspect of your life that's ready for changing or healing. Or maybe there's somebody close to you that is in need of, that could use the energies, the healing energies of our practice tonight. And you're welcome to include them in your intention. Or the intention can just be as simple as accessing that divine presence within. And I invite you to bring the palms of your hands to your heart center. And we'll open our practice by chanting Om 3 times. Inhale. Om. 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 Inhale and exhale, slowly opening your eyes and bringing your hands to your lap. So the practice, like a lot of the practices we do, are going to honor the 7 chakras. We're going to begin with the root chakra at the base of the spine and the area of the perineum. And we're going to work our way up to the crown. Our singing bowl meditation will actually be the exercise for the crown chakra. So first, we begin with our legs crossed. We're going to do what is known as square pose. A variation that you could also do is Baddha Konasana on each side, where we straighten one leg, bring the other leg against the thigh. We're going to begin with the right leg straight and then leaning forward. Sometimes that variation is better for people suffering from sciatica. Or in the cross-legged version, we're also going to hinge at the hips, bending forward. So I invite you to take whichever position is most comfortable for you. Inhale, nice and tall. And exhale, hinging at the hips, sliding the hands forward. And just finding that edge. Comfortable stopping point where it's not being overdone. You're in that position that's just right for you. You're breathing deeply. Back is relatively straight. You can slide forward and come deeper in the pose if that feels right. Feeling a nice stretch in the hip area. Focusing on the base of the spine. And then inhale, walking the hands back. Coming back to our starting position, taking a couple of breaths. Just feeling the effects. And then if you were doing this with a straight leg, switch legs at this point, or change the cross of your legs. And we're going to go back into the pose. So inhaling, nice and tall. Exhaling, again, hinging at the hips. Sliding the hands forward. Keeping the upper back straight and breathing. And again, just going as far as body and breath allow. Again, focusing on the base of the spine. And inhale, coming up, walking the hands back, finding that comfortable seated position. Taking a couple of breaths, just being aware of the effects. And then roll the shoulders back, bringing the hands behind you, reaching the heart toward the sky and a slight back bend. Take a couple of breaths, just a nice little counter pose. And inhale. Exhale, roll the shoulders forward, bringing the hands back to the lap. And then bringing the soles of the feet together into cobbler's pose. First, just starting out, sitting in that position. You can always put some blankets or pillows under your knees. And this is actually an alternate position for meditation if this feels very comfortable for you. We're going to go into Baddha Konasana, or butterfly. And by the way, I think I said that in error for our first pose, where I should have said Janu Sirsasana, head to knee pose. So inhale tall, and exhale, sliding the hands forward again. Again, finding that place where breath and body are allowing you to be. Breathing slowly and deeply. Coming further into the pose if that feels right. If there's tension in the lower back, you can always slide the feet more forward. So there's options in the position where you have the feet. Focusing now on the lower abdomen, second chakra. Seat of the genital area. And inhale, walking the hands back. Coming back to cobblers, just taking a couple of breaths. Feeling the effects of what we've been doing. And then returning to that comfortable cross-legged position. And then inhale, raising the right hand. Exhale, bringing the right hand to the floor. And inhale, rotating the left arm around, keeping the shoulder back, keeping both sits bones, and just flexing gently to the right, breathing. Inhale, pressing back up to neutral. Taking a couple of breaths. Then inhale, raising the left hand, bringing that hand to the mat. Inhale, rotating that right arm around again, keeping the shoulder back as we flex to the left, and keeping both sits bones on the floor. And inhale, pressing up. Taking a couple of breaths. Moving to the third chakra in the upper abdomen. Inhale, raising the left hand. Exhale, bringing it to the right knee. Inhale, kickstanding the right arm around, bringing the fingers to the mat, twisting gently to the right, again focusing on that upper abdomen, and breathing deeply. Turning the head to look over the left shoulder. And inhale. And exhale, coming back to center, taking a couple of breaths. And then inhale, raising the right hand. Exhale, bringing that to the left knee. Inhale, kickstanding the arm around again. Bringing the fingers to the floor. Spine straight. And twisting gently to the left. Turning the head to look over the right shoulder. And inhale. And exhale, coming back to center. Take a couple of breaths. And we'll prepare our focus now on the heart chakra. We're essentially going to do a seated version of Bhujangasana or Cobra. We're going to roll the shoulders back as we inhale, slide the hands back, fingers pointing behind, bringing the heart center up toward the ceiling, slight back bend, and breathing. Breathing deeply and slowly. Opening that heart. And inhale. Exhale, rolling the shoulders forward, bringing the hands back to your lap. Taking a couple of breaths. For the throat chakra, we're going to do some movements with the neck and also the jaw, areas where we all tend to hold a lot of tension. So first, inhale, turning the head back, looking up without crunching the neck. Imagine you're holding an apple behind your head and breathing deeply. And then inhale. Exhale slowly, looking downwards, bringing the chin to the chest. Breathing. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, bringing the right ear to the right shoulder, again, without going to an extreme, just finding a comfortable place to stop. And inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, bending the neck gently to the left and breathing. And inhale back to neutral. Inhale. Exhale, turning the head to the right and breathing. And inhale back to neutral. And exhale, turning the head to the left and breathing. And inhale, coming to center. And just work on moving the jaw to the sides, front and back. Just moving the lower jaw in different positions, maybe massaging the muscles on either side, moving the tongue. One more exercise just to relax the face. Let's do lion. 1, 2, 3. And then for the third eye, Agni Chakra, I invite you to come into tabletop position. Backs of the feet are against the mat. And then inhale. Exhale, bending the knees, bringing the third eye to the mat. Coming into Balasana or Child's Pose. This is the devotional form. If you become uncomfortable, you can always widen the knees. Breathing deeply. Just resting and preparing for meditation. And inhale, bring the hands back, coming back into tabletop. Doing a few cat-cow stretches just to neutralize the spine after holding that position. And then just finding that comfortable, meditative, seated position. Take a couple of breaths, and first just feel the effects of the practice. We'll be doing this as a seated meditation. Although you're welcome to also come onto your back in Shavasana, if that would be more comfortable. Just simply close your eyes. Maintain that deep, slow, yogic breath. And just allow the sound of the bells to carry you and your awareness to wherever it needs to be. Thoughts, mental pictures, memories, any of that sort of thing manifests, just let it come and let it go. Just observe it at a safe distance in a non attached manner. Just allowing yourself to rest in stillness and silence. Just finding that quiet place, that quiet refuge. Resting and renewing. Take a deep and clearing breath. Bring your awareness now back to your body and back to your surroundings. The sound of my voice, the sound of whatever noises are in your personal space. Feel the air on your skin, the clothes on your body. Sensation of sitting or lying upon the floor. You can move your fingers and your toes, your arms and shoulders, legs. It's taking a little stretch. Bringing the palms of your hands together at your heart center. Slowly opening your eyes. Giving gratitude to yourself for taking part in this process tonight. Thanking that divine presence within. And namaste. And thank you. Pavitra Pavitro Va Sarvavastam Gatopiva Yashmare Pandarikaksham Sabhyabhyanta Sushi. Om Gam Ganapataye Namo Namah. Jai Ganesha. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namah. Jai Guru. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Kailase Patana Namah. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Jayanti Mangalakali Bhadrakali Kapalani Durga Shama Shiva Datri Svasvada Namostute Jayatvam Devi Chamunde Jaya Bhutita Halini Jaya Sarvagate Devi Kalaratri Namostute Jai Ma Kali. Om. Om. invite you to join in the chanting of the mantra. Om Aing Reem Kleem Chamundaye Viche. 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 Om Aing Rim Klim 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 Chamundaye Viche. The energies of the mantra settle where they may. For balance, for healing, for guidance, for resolutions, for transformations, for yourself, for those closest to you, and for all humanity. Jema. 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 Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Tat Sat Om. Jai Ganesha. Jai Guru. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Ma Kali. Jai Mata Di. Jai Mata Di. Jai Mata Di. Namaste. Again, thank you for joining me this evening. Hope that you'll join me either in person or through our live broadcast on Friday at 7 for our Yoga Nidra. Have a wonderful night, a wonderful day ahead. Namaste. Jai Ma. Blessings always, and good night.